I didn't shed a tear when my father passed. He looked right through me, as though he'd already crossed over. The room was hushed, broken only by the irregular blip of the heart monitor. Then it stopped. No dramatic gasp, no final breath, just a piercing whine that cut through the air like a slow, cold blade dragging across the throat of everything I thought I knew. My wife claimed she had an urgent meeting. My brother texted from the golf course. He couldn't get away. My kids. One word. Tuition. So I stood there, alone. When the nurse pulled the sheet up over his face, I didn't move. I waited. For what? I wasn't sure. Maybe for sorrow to flood in like a tide. But it didn't. There was no wave. Just a hollow stillness. Not grief for his death, but the weight of what I already suspected was coming. 15 minutes later, the lawyer walked in. Charcoal suit, eyes like polished stone, offering no sympathy, just a manila envelope with my name typed neatly on the front. No final message. No will. Just a sealed package, handed over like it contained something illicit. Inside were photographs, a flash drive, and a short note in my father's handwriting. Now you know. I opened the envelope first. The photos were glossy, the kind you don't take by accident. Every frame was too perfect, too pointed. My wife. My brother. Same hotel room. Different days. Different poses. Same bed. I didn't flinch. Didn't even blink. Just stared. There she was, her expression soft with laughter, his arm casually behind her head like it had been there countless times. One shot showed her wearing the same crimson dress she'd worn to my father's birthday dinner, just 2 days before his stroke. Another one stung more than the rest. It was my daughter's graduation. She'd told me she was too sick to attend. My brother had said he was tied up in a board meeting. They were in the same city, just not with us. That night, I'd asked her if she wanted tea. She looked up from her phone and smiled. A flawless, rehearsed smile. Now I saw it for what it was, a mask. Inside, everything turned silent. I didn't say a word. Not yet. I played along. Observed. Asked nothing. Gave them nothing. I casually told my wife that my dad had left me a few personal documents. She blinked. Twice. The first crack in the surface. I brought the flash drive to my office and locked the door behind me. Not even the shadows knew what I was doing. The contents were damning. Video footage from hotel cameras, voice recordings, email exchanges. The earliest file dated back 8 years. An email from her to him. We can't keep sneaking around. He's not that dumb. Apparently, I was. But that changed, fast. I dug deeper, pulled financial records. Quiet withdrawals from my father's business accounts, rerouted into a shell consultancy under my brother's name. My wife had been added to the board quietly the year before. I never saw it. They had stolen millions before my father's health failed. I ordered a DNA test. The results for my son came in last. I read the line again and again, burning it into my brain. Probability of paternity, 0%. I didn't grieve. I prepared. The confrontation wasn't cinematic. It happened on a Tuesday. Rain tapped gently against the windows like the sound of slow, sarcastic applause. I laid the evidence on the kitchen table, photo by photo, arranged with intention. Then the paternity report. Then the emails. Each like a blade. She walked in holding a mug of coffee. Froze. Her practiced smile dissolved. My brother wandered in talking stocks. I pointed. Said nothing. He looked. She refused. Silence. Then panic. Her voice cracked. What is this? I gave no reply. My brother's skin went white. You were never supposed to. I smiled. The first real one in weeks. They fumbled for words like drowning people reaching for air. But I'd already seen everything, heard it all, and made my move long before they knew I had. Turns out, my father had suspected something. Days before his stroke, he gave me legal control, just in case. The lawyer confirmed it. The company, mine. The estate, also mine. All I did was speed up what was already written. At the next board meeting, I revealed the financial theft, revoked my brother's position, and froze his shares. Security escorted him out. He didn't even turn around. At home, I left divorce papers on the table, right beside the DNA report. No explanations. No arguments. She called. She screamed. She sobbed. I muted the call. Changed the locks. Then I sat down with each of the kids, one at a time, and told them the truth. My son cried, not over the test. He cried because he didn't know who to believe. I told him, believe silence. It never lies. Now the house is still. Lighter. Honest. Sometimes I sit in my father's old chair, in his study, staring out the window he used to love. He knew. Somehow, he always knew. But he let me discover it on my own. Pain is a form of knowledge. And now, I know everything. They took love. They took blood. They took trust. I took everything else. And I sleep just fine. Not because I forgave. Because I didn't. Final line. Some betrayals don't need revenge. They are the revenge.